sitting here in front of my computer, looking around my fish room and remembering some of the good times of this podcast, and just remembering some of the fantastic people that I've met through this podcast. And I want to dedicate a moment of time to a dear friend that I made through this podcast. I've made quite a few of them that have stuck with me since I started this podcast and have changed my life for the better. This particular friend I knew from the very beginning of the podcast, or at least within the first few episodes. Friend that meant a lot to me, that had such a tenacity that I looked up to pretty big. And I'm going to miss a lot. He was in a couple advertisements. He was definitely in the community, and I had the opportunity, of course, meeting him in person a couple times. And a lot of the relationships that I have are online primarily, but I feel like the moment they transcend that, and we, get to talk for hours on the phone about our ambitions, about our goals, about where we've been. It supersedes anything that the podcast connected us by. And James Buckley, I'm going to miss you, man. I'm going to miss you a whole lot. James was probably the one person in my life that, above everybody else, no matter how he tripped, no matter what struggles came his way, he always seemed to pick himself up and just have the attitude of, no matter what life threw your way, it wouldn't stop you. And I definitely admired that and wanted that virtue myself. Buckley, we're going to miss you, buddy. Buckley took his life a couple weeks ago, and we now have a Buckley-sized hole left in a lot of our hearts. And Lindsay, our prayers go to you. If anybody has any memories that they have to share of pictures, clips in the Discord community, anything you want to share with Lindsay and the family, go ahead and just message me in the Discord, or anything else you want to share with them. I'll be happy to pass that along. We're going to miss you, Buckley.
Welcome to the Aquarium Guys podcast with your hosts, Jim Colby and Rob Zolson.
Oh my God, we're back.
Jesus, I never thought we'd get back.
Before we jump in, I'm so excited to show you.
I'm never going camping with you again.
I'm so excited to show you my new favorite product. But I'm your host, Rob Zolson.
I'm Jim Colby, and I'm confused what he has in his hand.
And I'm Adam El-Nashar, and I'm very confused.
Yeah.
This is going to be a bit of a free-form jazz episode. Again, if this is your first episode, go to another episode. Have fun with those.
18 is the best.
Also, being older than 18 is probably a good start for this podcast.
That's usually my first question I ask.
People ask me, it's like, well, what was your podcast like? Well, I think 1 part dick joke to 2 parts fish. That's right. What we aim for.
Pretty much.
So welcome if you're enjoying this. But I finally found a product. It's been so long since we've been in this hot seat. We got a lot to cover and updates in our lives. But number one, I have this cool, I don't know if you can see it on camera. We're live on Discord, by the way. You can join us via the link in the description of this podcast. But again, aquariumguyspodcast.com, bottom of the website, will also provide you the link to Discord. So for the fans that are watching, I have this tiny little vial. It is a product from ZoomEd, and I'm a big fan of ZoomEd. I wish they would sponsor us. This one is micro floating beta pellets. And they're a good beta pellet. I can't say I've had any problems with the beta pellet, but it's not really the food. It's more of what comes with it. So you get these cool little vials that look like drug vials.
Cocaine spoon.
Exactly.
And you get the tiny little Coke spoons.
Yes.
So ZoomEd,
I finally can clip my fingernails.
If someone you're listening to this is a friend of ZoomEd, I want you to reach out to the CEO and let him know that we love Coke spoons, and we don't have to just buy the beta product. I would buy these in a pack all day. I'd overspend to get ZoomEd Coke spoons, because if I was trying to tell people how to feed, it's ridiculous to try to give them a pinch. What's a pinch? Nope, I can say, hey, take this Coke spoon and give them 1, 2, 3 Coke spoons a day. I can give them a measurement. This is the perfect feeding mechanism.
I like Coke.
We joke, but these are the perfect little feeding scoops. You can measure them level like you would like a kitchen thing, but they're just so small and perfect. It comes with a little Coke spoon. So that made my day.
The Coke spoon made your day.
I actually know one of the main Zoomed reps for probably the central of the United States.
Well, I think we should get a bunch of these.
We'll double down, get him on, and message him and tell him that we need packs of Coke spoons immediately.
Okay.
You know, I've tried to explain to people when you're feeding your fish that your fish their stomach's only about the size of their eyeball, unless they're on cocaine, and then they're really hungry.
Yeah, then they're starving.
Then you want to throw
we should do
2 scoops of that
and Coke
and an Oreo cookie in there. Just throw the cookie in there because that's what I like.
You know, people did message me. We did this delightful episode, and it's one of our members of the community named Bones. Say hi, Bones.
Hello.
Bones just happened to be part of the audience today, so I pulled her in. And we had plenty of people messaging us, like, blown away that fish can get stoned.
That's true.
That's one of our episodes. Didn't know that. And I just want to put out there that I did get people asking what other drugs people could do with their fish. And I'm like, I'm not going to do those podcasts. So before you message us, if we actually gave our fish Coke, no, they just look like Coke spoons.
I'm not going to waste good Coke on a fish.
Look like Coke spoons.
I'll give Coke to my dog, but not damn fish.
No skiing in the fish room.
Yeah, no skiing whatsoever.
No skiing at all.
Hey Jim, before I forget, have you been seeing that there's a lot of videos of like Coke washing up on the beaches of Florida?
Isn't that great?
You can literally just go pick up bales of this shit and just drive home with it.
Yes, I would definitely do that. I just watched a thing about the submarines they're using right now, and they're bringing the cocaine close to the shore, and when the tide is from the right direction, they'll release the cocaine so it floats in the shore. So, that's probably a pretty good idea for Father's Day. You could have been out there getting Coke for your dad or something.
So I am.
I wonder if I know somebody with a cocaine submarine. I might.
Is his name Pablo Escobar? I think he's in jail, too.
I'm looking through the chat here just to get questions for the audience that's listening. Immediately, I got
hepatitis.
What is Jimmy's favorite angelfish as of this week?
This week, I am really excited. I got some new leopard. The green leopards I've been trying to get for a long time. They used to be very available a long time ago. I'm now sitting on half black angels. I also have half black clown angels. I'm just trying to get into the weird angels to see, because it's just as much work to raise a $1 angelfish as a $10 angelfish. So I'm just trying to get into the higher end stuff. I bought some baby discus not too long ago. They're doing very well, but they're a-holes. They won't eat anything but live brine shrimp. You give them bloodworms, give them blackworms. It's like, no thank you. So they're jerks.
Try live blackworms.
Live blackworm, I might as well feed them freaking filet mignon because it's cheaper than live blackworms at the moment. And I did talk to...
Oh, really?
Yes, I talked to one of my friends down in Florida on Sunday, and he said that live blackworms is hit or miss and running about $25 a pound if you can get it. He said, but he said every 10 times he orders it, he gets it 3 times.
So that's a great segue for our next question. I got a question of what do you feed your fish and shrimp, and then check out the scrimp, in our Discord. It says check out my shrimp I've been working on.
Those are beautiful.
So I've been feeding, what have I been feeding?
Doritos.
No, I've been actually doing a bunch of test products. We got that test food from the people we can't talk about, and it's been working well. And I got more for you that you ordered the other day, Jimmy, by the way.
Cool.
So I got to send you home with more test product. But otherwise, for normal stuff, I like cobalt shrimp and veg pellets for that grow out for small plecos and for shrimp. How about you, Jimmy?
Well, the last time I had shrimp, which has been a few years, I had a certain, of all things, cherry shrimp. I had blues, I had the golds. Cherry shrimp wouldn't eat for beans. And so I started feeding them live brine shrimp. And my God, they went freaking nuts for live brine shrimp. So if you've not tried live brine shrimp and you hatch out in your hatchery, try feeding it to your shrimp. I also have clown loaches that are 4.5, 5 inches right now. And I'll give them a half-gallon jar of live brine shrimp after you hatch it out. They just grow like a son of a gun. It's surprising how the bigger fish will still go after baby brine shrimp. So also, I just bought some Daphnia from our friends down at Forest Lake Pets down in Forest Lake, right?
Perfect. Get a culture going.
And I've got 4 or 5 cultures going right now. You can go online and buy some live cultures of Daphnia, but it's unbelievable the amount of money that people want for live Daphnia. If you can get a culture going, keep it going, you'll save yourself a lot of money, and then your fish will go into breeding mode very quickly.
When were you back down at Forest Lake? I could have brought you the vinegar eels.
Oh, yes. I snuck down there to go to the chiropractor about a week ago. The chiropractor down there is in St. Paul, and he is a chiropractor for the Minnesota Vikings. And he is able to help me out tremendously. I was having plantar fasciitis on my foot, and he's able to pop my foot, of all things, and make me walk again. So I call him Dr. Baby Jesus.
And then, Adam, what do you feed?
What do I feed?
Yeah, because you, I think, have like 1 or 2 tanks left.
I have 1 tank. So last time I saw Jim was like 3 weeks ago?
Probably about 3-4 weeks ago, yeah.
We stopped at Forest Lake. My wife was not there, and I picked up a pair of ram cichlids. Got them to breed in 4 days. All of you that don't think that it's easy.
Seeing Adam in the pet store without his wife along is like seeing a kid with a $20 bill going into the candy store. He's just like, I gotta spend some money.
I did it.
I could have bought a lot of other shit. There was a lot of things
they had
on
a lot
my
of cool
list,
stuff.
but then I picked up that pair.
They had a lot of baby stingrays. They had what?
Yeah.
8 or 10 baby stingrays that were just born. So
Nice.
they had those running around. God, that must have been about a 400-gallon tank, I think that was in.
Oh, I thought it was bigger than that. They had some fly river turtles in it. I really like it. That store should be a top store for everybody that's in Minnesota. They should just go there first.
Honestly.
It's one of the better stores.
They continuously reinvest back into the business. They're really into reptiles, which my wife just got into reptiles about 6 months ago. Asshole Adam.
You're welcome.
So what happened at our house is one of my wife's friends, they had a leopard gecko. They wanted to give it away. And it was in a 75-gallon aquarium. Just take it and go. Had a stand. So I thought, well, I'll take the tank. And she took the lizard. Not lizard that so far has cost us $2,500 is what we spent in the last freaking 3 or 4 months. And then every once in a while, and here's Adam. He's such a dick. So at 11:30 at night, we'll be sleeping. All of a sudden you'll hear, ba-doop. The phone will go, and my wife will roll over, and she goes, f***ing Adam. And he sends us more lizard pictures on the Morph Market. My wife spent $180 on a male leopard gecko and spent another $120 per female and stuff. So she's got some high-end stuff, and it's starting to pay off. But it really cuts into my cocaine money.
Ta-da. All right, next question. Love the warm welcome to everybody. Can I get a message for my wife? Absolutely. Welcome to the podcast, King Aquatics wife.
King Aquatics wife?
Yes.
Give us a call when your husband's gone, and we'll give you a proper welcome.
There you go.
Well,
now you
we'll all
got,
swing
now
over.
you got a correct welcome.
You're going to come home, and we're all going to be sitting around your table naked eating pizza with your wife.
Wow. All right, does Jimmy keep his Chola wood in stock?
I do. I have boxes of Cholo.
I was going to say, you keep it by the case at all times.
That's the only way to buy it is by the case. And what's amazing is you go on Etsy, for God's sakes, and you can buy a piece of Cholo wood for the low price of like $12.99 for one little Cholo piece. So definitely much cheaper by the case. What I'm finding is that slowly my Cholo wood is disappearing because my wife is taking it and putting it in her reptile tanks, and it does look pretty cool.
It does. It does well. Does Adam still have wild-type endlers on hand?
Yes, I do.
That's the only tank you have on hand, right?
No, I've got, they're in a 55, and then in my 10-gallon, I've got some cherry shrimp, a pair of red-tailed goodeids that I picked up from Fernando's Aquatics.
Mm-hmm.
At the when I saw you at the MAS show in March, and then I have my breeder pair of blue rams, like true breeding pair of blue ram, which is hard to find, all in the 10-gallon tank. So, and they're fine.
And I still have Adam's endlers as a backup because that's what the homies should do. When you got a line that's kind of hard and rare to find, what you do is you give your homie some, right? And that's what we call an insurance policy. So in case Adams ever shits out, he'd be like, hey, dude, you got a couple of those? And let's hope I do,
You just start up again.
Just start up again.
Yeah, just like the Daphnia, reading about stuff and everybody saying, keep at least 2 or 3 cultures. I thought, well, I'm going to start with 6. Just in case, because I know how I am. Sometimes I just wander aimlessly away from my fish tanks for 3 days and come back and find them crapped out. The guy down in Forest Lake has got his own pond, and he brings them in, and he says there's 200 in there, and if there's 200 in there, he means 500 in there. Right now, if you went out to buy 500, it'd cost you $30 plus shipping to have them shipped. He's selling them for like $7, $7.99 or something like that.
There you go. Question, has Adam ever licked a toad or frog for the fun?
No. Mostly because I know that it messes with you.
All right.
I did have a friend that I offered Jim these, but him and his wife said no. One of my friends imported some wild dart frogs, and they told me no, and I could have got him pairs of them. I mean, they're only venomous for like the first year and a half.
Right. we got grandkids, so we got to be careful and stuff. We just watched a movie the other night, about 5 years old. Josh Jamal did, and they were licking toads, and that was pretty funny.
I was hoping they'd had that Colorado river toad in Forest Lake, but they didn't. On a better note, I am going near Nebraska to the Henry Dorley Zoo in August, so I might try to swing and see if we can pick up some river toads. Do you want one, Jimmy?
Good. I'm good. Thank you.
I have some if you want some.
Bones has got
I just
some.
posted a picture in chat.
There you go. Next one. Robs, have you had Tapajos? I'm probably pronouncing that incorrect. The Tapajo cichlids, like red-headed geophagus. I have, actually. I had the red-headed ones that I just described. I think I had some other ones that I couldn't identify or didn't care to identify because I was just reviving them because someone abandoned the aquarium. The red-headed ones that I had were great. I don't know if I always call them geophagus balsanias. That's not the correct term.
You know, one thing
they're the hump head geophagus that look just like the red-headed ones. Those I enjoy a lot. I think those are technically a type of Tapajo, but yes, those were a lot of fun, and they definitely moved some dirt. But
from one end to the other. You know, for Christmas, I should get the three of us like a class somewhere, and they can teach us all these scientific names of these fish that we butcher week after week.
Nah, because then we'll just sit there and go.
Yeah, that's right. But it's amazing.
And I don't want to listen to scientists because they're always wrong with the shit.
Oh, settle down. Settle down.
Next one is, can we get a round from the boys telling us what projects they're working on? So, Adam, start with you.
So right now, I am in the process of breeding like 30 snake pairs. I'm breeding pictus geckos, mourning geckos. I just got some really nice bamboo rat snakes. Yeah, I have Coxie and Pultura now.
Oh.
And then I
think
I'm
Bones just
also
peed herself.
getting some. I've got the Rams going and the red-tailed Goodeids, but they haven't bred yet. The red-tailed Goodeids haven't bred yet, so I'm a little bummed. I want those things to breed, and that's probably why they haven't done it yet. But they're not egg layers. They're supposed to be live bearers, and I just haven't seen anything yet.
It's amazing
when
you try to breed something,
right,
even if it's easy, they don't. Isn't that right, Jimmy, with your Plecos?
Absolutely.
And then
I gave up.
when you don't want it, or don't want to, or don't care about them breeding, they breed everywhere. I just got a bunch of, these Fishco makes fun of them all the time. What were those? The ones you guys put in the giant cylinder tank and watch the prawns eat.
The Exodons?
Nope. Although that's hilarious that you put them in that tank. The little Tetras. They got them so cheap.
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires Tetras.
Buenos Aires?
There you go.
Yeah.
I got some Buenos Aires Tetras. And my experience, I've had them a few times. I have not had bad times with Buenos Aires Tetras. They're a Tetra that you can keep with semi-aggressive cichlids, right? They maintain their own, and they're generally not that aggressive. They're known as some plant eaters, but I've never had a planted tank that they mowed down. Well, until I got them from, really good, healthy specimens from Dee's Fishco. And they grew up huge. They absolutely decimated an 125-gallon planted tank and mowed it down to nothing. I moved them into smaller tanks, and I just wanted to find them a different home. So maybe I could, find someone else that needed them. And sure enough, I found them a different home with a family that wanted to start a fish tank for their kids that had no plants. So they still have them to this day. But apparently, just before I got rid of them, they dumped eggs everywhere across my 10-gallon rack. And apparently, the eggs got sucked into the overflow, dispersed themselves between all of the 10 gallons.
So you have them everywhere?
I now have now they're halfway grown out. Buenos Aires Tetra is growing in about every one of those tanks.
I love those little mistakes that happen like that.
Right. Anyways, what project are you working on, Jimmy?
Hey, Robs.
Yeah.
Jim, do you have that plant, the bucket of surprise for Robs?
The bucket of surprise. You have to narrow it down. Are you talking about the plant?
Yeah, the plant. I sent some more up with you, so you can put it in with the Buenos Aires.
I don't need any more. I could send you with cases of it. I'm not kidding you. I have so much that I could probably ship you a Rubbermaid tote full of it.
Will the Buenos Aires eat that?
They do, and they nom it down.
That's why they glow in the dark now.
Have you ever seen a Buenos Aires with a dick-sized turd? That's right.
Wow.
There. That's what happens when they eat the plant. Anyways, what do you got going on, Jimmy?
I'm sorry. I just have this picture in my head right now that I can't think real straight. You tards. I'm working on a CO2 unit and stuff. So I have been doing some research, talking to some people. One of our friends is putting a huge CO2 unit in his facility, and so he's been helping me out quite a bit. And so I have 250. I ordered 100. 50 and 50 of two different types of Amazon sword plants. And I don't know how I got 250, but she sent me 250 and billed me for 250. And so I've got those planted. They're doing very well. But how they do it overseas is the roots are in the water, but the plant is outside the water. So once you put them in the water, they generally kind of shed first couple of weeks and stuff, and then they can start regrowth. But talking to our friend, he was telling us that the CO2 makes all the difference in the world for the growth of the Amazons from what he has been doing, because he's buying the plants from the same place I'm buying the plants from. So we've been comparing notes and whatnot and stuff. And so when I do the shows, I hear a lot of people bitch that they buy plants and they fall apart. And so I wanted to sell truly submerged plants at the show and be able to show it. So we are actually documenting how we're doing it, and so we'll have a small video that we can show people what's going on, so they know that they're getting plants that are fully submerged. But it's amazing how these plants still come in, and I frickin' still get snails on these things. Just driving me insane. So I bought some clown loaches, and the clown loaches spend a lot of time just zipping through the plants eating snails. So that's what I'm working on.
Nice. How any results on growth, or is that top secret?
We have not got the equipment yet. I just ordered the last piece within the last 2 days, and so we'll get it started. My problem is I have multiple tanks that I need to put it in, so I had to buy some, what do you call them, spreaders or splitters and stuff. So then I ordered a huge tank of CO2. If my house is on fire, I have a huge tank of oxygen and CO2, so I wouldn't go in running to save anything. I just let it go.
Just let it go.
Let it blow up.
It's part of the insurance policy.
Yep.
Did you find that big tub that I was telling you about at Home Depot?
Yes, I did. You should tell people about that really quick.
Oh, so I don't know if anybody knew about this. This was on the turtle boards and then on a few of the fish boards. Home Depot has some big ass tubs for sale. They're like $100. They're like 4 foot by 3 feet or something like that. They're thick walled. I figured you could use them for outdoor ponds. If not, you could also use them for growing plants, turtle keeping, all kinds of shit. They looked really nice, and $100 for a tub is ridiculously cheap. So that's cheaper than a cattle tank at this point. So I figured people should know about it.
And there's people that had posted pictures, right? They had them on pallet racks because they're not that deep, are they?
No, I don't think so. I want to say they're like 2 feet high.
So, I mean, that would make a great... I mean, if you're doing plants outdoors or something, or a Java moss or something, I mean, throw a couple strands in there and let that go. And then once the...
Could you imagine the plant in it?
Yeah. And then once the plant spreads, and then you get all your mosquito larvae, then put your rice fish in there, and you get yourself a little gold mine working there.
Yeah, that would work.
100%. So the projects I've been working on, I've been trying to work with my buddy Quentin. We started a little side hustle that we call Fish Crate. We've been making these artisan mini ponds. So the idea is that people outside want to have like rice fish ponds, little goldfish ponds to put like, I don't know, CPDs, white cloud mountain minnows, anything outside, right? You've seen those patio ponds we've talked about many times before. These are like patio ponds plus. They have better stands. We have a square unit that is about 16 gallons, and a bigger trough unit. I got some pictures there in the Discord chat for those that want to check it out. Been trying to get those built and sold. We got a bunch done. We got them in stores, but honestly, we were finding out that they are difficult to sell in our area because we're in a very small populous area. It is a bigger item that they have to put in like a back of a pickup or an SUV to haul. It's not necessarily that it's heavy, it's just awkward. Most people that want them shipped out. Unless we find a way to build this kind of like an IKEA kit, it's going to be harder to scale. These are in the department of $200 to $300 items with cedar and different
beautiful wood,
handmade, hand stained with our custom stains that don't leach and be toxic in the water. They're all sealed. They're quite nice. I got them indoors in my fish room, so you can use it indoor or outdoor, but that's been a lot of fun as a project, for sure.
It'd also make a beautiful bird bath.
Honestly, though, I didn't even think of that. Honestly. Well, continuing going down these questions, and thank you for these, by the way, as we've been going down the list. We literally told the live audience to start participating in questions. Most of the time, we have a good showing, but the questions that we have, people aren't really ready for. They've been certainly dumping on us today. So, next question, Brobs, do I need to clean my Aquascape dildos when I take them out to use? Okay, come on now.
You can just rinse them out in your mouth.
Rob would clean them with his mouth.
Yeah.
Those are aquarium dildos, all right? They're only used for the aquarium. That's disgusting. Let's see here. Not the Buenos Aires Tetras, the literal weed whackers. Yeah, I'm finding out that the specimens I had definitely weed whackers. Plant-eating bastards. Yes, wow. I cannot do anything but agree with you guys. I got some Kali Tawa. I'm probably butchering this again. Kali space TAWA dwarf rainbows. Does anybody have experience with them? These are the kind of like the white belly, blue top, and then red tail rainbows. I have not had them. I've wanted them for a while. I have a bunch of people that have had them. They are fantastic specimens. I would treat them.
How did this guy get them before you?
I would treat them like a Wapoga rainbow. I would treat them like a Bosmani rainbow. I would treat them the same way, and the only thing I can do is long-term keep rotating their food. I've learned that the hard way, that if you give them sustained high-protein food all the time, that they will eventually have digestive issues. So make sure to rotate their food, keep their food changing.
And are those the ones that spawn in these little mops, right?
Yes.
And so you can take the mops and just keep grabbing mops out of there. I've seen a lot of people taking mops and wring the water out of it and throw them in another tank and going, God, does not wringing the mop hurt the eggs, but obviously doesn't hurt it that much. I'm like, why are people that mean to little fish eggs?
I got a message here, sick porch pond. I'm like, yep, that is the patio ponds that I posted in there. I got a question from Scrimp. Have you seen OE Neos before wholesale? I don't know what that question means. Orange eye? I guess that is an orange eye, isn't there? I haven't paid attention, been on lists. I know you have more than I have, Jimmy.
I have not seen them on the list. They're beautiful.
Well, that's kind of cool. So it's a cherry shrimp?
Just a red neocardinia shrimp, but the eyes are orange. I've seen them, and I've seen them in private trade. I've seen them retail, but I haven't really paid attention enough to really look for them wholesale.
Well, I kind of want some.
Yeah. If you got the... Actually, Scrimp does sell... He's a really high-end shrimp connoisseur. I'm pretty sure he breeds, because everybody that has shrimp breeds. And I know that he does sell in our Discord. So if you want to see some absolutely elite high-end shrimp, Scrimp, that's SKRIMP, in our Discord, does sell them. So... come check them out. Sorry about asking about the Aquascape dildos. They're supposed to be for the Pissy Aquarist thread. My apologies. Well, good sir, that's a fantastic segue. See, I think our next segment of the podcast has to be the Pissy Aquarist. Now, Adam has what we've considered
anger issues,
and a very opinionated person. So this is his therapeutic session. It's when he gets to come on the podcast and delegate his opinions. So what we've done is we've had our Discord community in our by the announcements thread in our Discord post a bunch of questions specifically for Adam, known as the Pissy Aquarist. So we'll have to get to those, but before we get too far, generally Adam has something to bring to the table that he's been most disgruntled about as of recently. So
as of today,
what's on your mind, bud?
So I sent you and Jim the picture of the video of the fucking ass hat that was feeding expensive ass betas, quote unquote. They're my calls to a fucking piece of shit giant gourami. Now, yeah, just to paint this, it's a viral video going around, and we're not going to supply you the link because we don't want to add to the spin. You can find it on your own. When they say giant gourami, it's the species of giant gourami, which does get very massive. 2.5. And what they did is they said it was cull betas. That's how it was put. Which is bullshit. That wasn't cull betas.
It was just a bunch of... Someone ordered...
They look very beautiful, actually.
Yeah, someone ordered a bunch of high-end betas, and they got it in bulk. They put them in a cup, like a bunch. Like, we're talking, no water, and they just put all the flat betas live in a cup, and then they just douse them in like it was putting shrimp into a arowana tank. Right, you're just dumping them in, and then of course this giant beta is just whapping and eating really high-end betas nonstop.
The giant gourami.
Giant gouramis eating betas nonstop. Yes,
That's shit that pisses me off because it makes the hobby look bad. Then we turn around and have to deal with all the assholes that deal with that shit. Because then they're like, oh, look, people feed live fish. And first of all, you can feed live fish. That's not the problem. I don't have a problem with it. But don't feed high-end betas because then you got the beta retards that are going to You might want to edit that one out. I'm sorry.
I think so. Continue.
Womp womp.
Oh God.
You got them that the fucking asshats that believe that betas need to be in a 10-gallon tank, fucking 40 other fish, and it's got to be well planted and well lit and all that other shit and 14 heaters in it. Those people are going to get all pissy because the giant gourami people are feeding betas to their giant gourami, and then he's like, "Oh, these are beta calls." Every single one of those was at least a $5 to $10 beta. Easy, $5 to $10 in the States. You could have shipped that to me in a wet paper napkin, and I could have had every single one of those sold for like $20 a piece.
So what I want to do, how I want to add to the Pissy Aquarist, I want to buy some sort of equipment to put on Adam, and I want to on the screen his blood pressure as he talk. I just want to see his blood pressure climb.
Ooh,
and
that's
climb
a good idea.
Until he explodes.
That's a damn good idea.
Like
a beep 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 beep.
exactly.
Beep, beep.
Just have like a pissometer up in the corner with his blood pressure going up to the, and we'll see how far we can push him until his head.
You
explodes.
know what? We're gonna go down by Rochester, and I'm gonna set that up in his office. We're gonna put on a blood pressure cuff and just have a camera pointing to the meter, and we'll just have it like on the live stream pissometer. I like this. This is good.
I think that'd be very helpful for people to understand that Adam is very passionate about this stuff.
Yeah, he's not lying. His blood pressure is right there with it.
Do you not see the problem?
Okay, like you brought up a point. You gave us your opinion, and even though I agree with your opinion, the format of the show is I have to be a devil's advocate. So, in the light of this, especially when I'm getting messaged by some of our community, I have to ask you that: do you feel the same way when people eat expensive food at a restaurant and you're jealous of it? Like, they get to eat steak and you're eating ramen. Like, is that what it is? Like, you have to feed your fish Tetramin or Wardley, and then they're feeding like high-end betas to their shits.
So it's okay to feed
first of all,
goldfish? Is it okay to feed goldfish? Adam.
Well, okay, so first of all,
Adam.
goldfish. Yeah.
Goldfish? Yes or no?
Yes, in moderation. But see, the problem
Neon
with goldfish
tetras.
is they're lacking vitamin B.
Neon
So
tetras.
you need
Let's go through the price scale. Where's the cutoff? I think.
Where's the cutoff? That's what.
Yeah, where's Jimmy's trying to get? Like, where's the cutoff? Like, what fish is out that you have to feed to another fish? Like, is it $6? Is it $10? $20 clearly was your line.
Probably like $2 is probably pushing it.
$2. So it's a money
Can I
thing.
play the advocate?
Yes,
Yes.
please. Bones, please.
So I'm going to make the argument that most domestic beta people don't cull nearly as much as they should be and are more willing to hawk the fish for the $10 that they get than to cull
Dilly-dilly.
something out that probably shouldn't be making it into the hobby.
Well put, girlfriend.
Like baby mice. Can you feed baby mice to
Yeah.
these things? To the gouramis? They'll eat it. They're big.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how long a baby mouse can tread water, but I'd pay money to
Well,
see
they
it.
sink right to the bottom.
Okay. How do you know that?
That's a little too close to home, apparently. All right.
So you wouldn't feed them neons? Neons too much money?
No, neons are worthless fish.
Oh, this one's my favorite right here. We got Notorious in the chat saying, "Are you just jealous of the gourami not kissing you?"
No. First of all, I don't give a shit about giant gouramis. They're a waste of a species of fish if there ever was one.
You know what? They probably are
Like-
delicious.
The average person that has a giant gourami is overcompensating for a small man issue, and I'll just leave that. They're the same type of people that have giant Oscars and giant arowanas, and the same assholes that have giant and venomous snakes.
Wow.
Every single one of those people is overcompensating for something.
Get him. Go get him.
Go get them, Adam.
Yep, go get him.
What am
Like-
I overcompensating for?
You are not
Got
overcompensating.
penis
Bones?
like a mother. Oscar. I
There
just
you go.
want it
You
so
must,
bad,
yes.
bro.
Bones has a massive aquarium strap on. That's just saying.
I've been
But, like-
slinging silicone since well before I got here.
There you go.
So yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Silicone.
Oh,
But all I'm saying is that when you have these, are you guys? By the way, I can't see you. Are you guys blocked so that I can't see you? So I can't see you laughing.
oh, forgive me.
I don't know.
There's the camera. Now you can see us laughing. Enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
No,
There's
but,
none of that.
There's a certain type of people that have these giant things, and 99% of them don't have them because they like them. They just have them because they're asshats that are overcompensating.
all right.
So is this people that drive around with those fake balls on their truck? You think, Adam?
Maybe.
Well, they usually have lifted trucks too.
Lifted trucks, head on backwards,
Yeah.
cigarette hanging out,
Yep.
and then
Yep.
and then the fake ball bowls.
Why
and
wouldn't
they're
you?
white. Yeah.
Why they're white?
White
Have you
trash.
seen you can get fake balls for your Crocs?
There you go.
For your Crocs?
I needed this tonight. Thank you,
Yeah,
ladies.
little Croc nuts. Yeah.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Also, send me that link for Croc Nuts before we continue on.
Bet.
First of
got
all,
you
I
right
do
now.
not have a lifted truck. Do you want to see? Do you want to hear the most redneck piece of shit thing that I've ever seen somebody do?
Is it aquarium related? Because we have a lot of questions. You have no idea.
No. So the worst thing that I've seen somebody do is they had like a 1980s Bronco, and it's all rusted to shit, and then they lifted it. They put it 3 feet high.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
And the quintessential ass hat that you would expect to drive the lifted thing with, the backwards hat, tattoos.
I'm now convinced
Smoking
you're jealous
cigarettes
of lift kits. Yep.
He's the guy that was driving that vehicle, and I'm like, yup. And I would have assumed that's what it was.
Guys, I'm gonna take this moment
Looks
to
like
say
he got
that
meth.
if you want to help with Adam's blood pressure, please go to Discord and be a sponsor of the show. For $2.99, you can listen to this episode uncensored and a lot of other VIP content only that supporters can do. Come join us, and it helps support Adam's Zen addiction. So I promise you, after this
I'm
podcast,
not on Zen.
we will get him a Zen. Oh, we say you need it. We will get you a Zen pack right after.
I just want to get him a big bowl, like you keep M&Ms in, but just high blood pressure medicine, and just take one until you frickin' just pass out.
All right. Next, we got a lot of questions, guys. We got to work on this. I didn't know people would just blow up like this once we started this. Feeder betas, just like Nana used to feed. I'm going through these. These are good. Feeding him with the cull betas. Oh, we got the video in chat. Awful.
Somebody found it. That didn't take long.
Oh, that didn't take long. Yeah, there it is.
I already
Enjoy.
had it saved in my defense.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
It was going to come up in conversation.
Enjoy
But,
that.
okay, there's a difference between culls and like I could see culling for a deformity, and
For domestic betas, they're all deformed.
My favorite right here. Any beta is a feeder. Sue me. That's that. Thank you, Bones. Adam is why I come here. You gotta feed. You gotta treat your fish to cheddars every once in a while. Excellent. Thank you, guys. All right, next one. How does Adam feel about longfin Oscars?
Okay, so we're going back to now. You're the same type of asshat that has giant fish, overcompensating for something. Bones is one of the few people that has these because she probably likes them.
You're scared of
But
her,
then you
aren't you,
have-
Adam?
And I have a giant dick, Adam.
Well,
Best
okay,
of both worlds.
okay, good. But like,
Best of
fucking
both worlds.
giant longfin Oscars, why are you taking and putting shit on something that doesn't need shit given to it because it's already shit?
I love that Scrimp asked this
It's like
question
you're
in the chat.
stacking shit on shit.
He also posted an example of longfin Oscars, and he gave us like one of the most sickly ones without ick.
They always have ick. They're always sick. They're always dying, and they're like $50. And there's always one. I'd sell the shit out of those to dipshits. Oh, could I throw it in my 10-gallon tank? Knock yourself out. Give me $50. It cost me $10. I don't give a shit if you're gonna be that stupid.
Excellent.
I think like the longfin Oscars is kind of like throwing extra pillows for decoration on your bed is kind of basically worthless. Adam's not going to sleep for a week after this. You know that, right?
He's just gonna
Wait
be.
till I start doing my monthly show.
He's just gonna be shaken. Oh man.
Pissometer.
The pissometer. Are stingrays on the table as feeder fish if your fish is big enough? Asking
Rob.
Asking if you do this at Rob's. Oh, thanks. Anyways, how do you feel about stingrays as possible feeder fish there, Adam?
Sure, knock yourself out.
All right,
you might as well at this point. The one thing that pisses me off is like
the one thing. There's many things.
There's many things, but like one of the things. Have you guys ever seen like bat rays?
Yes.
Oh no! Don't.
I'm Batman.
So one question: I've heard two different ways that these things are bred. I want somebody on here to tell me which is the truth. Are they bred that way and they're like deformed stingrays, or are they like cut? Because somebody said that they cut them.
A deformity. It's a cleft, but there have been people, just like people in Southeast Asia, not to marginalize the part of the hobby, but they'll like cut the threads between tail and pectoral fins. So the bulk of rays that you see are born with it, like a cleft palate, but there's some people who know that people are collecting that, so they'll take a pup and cut its face up.
Now see, those people are the same assholes that are feeding the betas to giant gouramis. They're bad for the hobby. Like, there's going to be a 20-minute rant. One of my first episodes is going to be how we are personally destroying the hobby. And it's dumb shit like this. Longfin Oscars, feeding betas to giant gouramis, and disfiguring stingrays. And then,
It's just people, Adam, trying to make a buck. I mean, you look at.
I don't care about that. Like,
I mean, look at glowfish. That they take the cheapest white skirt tetra, which you can buy for 39 cents wholesale, and they put some color into them, and then they just keep adding color and more color and more color, and it's all just a big money grab. I mean, some of them are beautiful, but I mean, we could have a 2-hour discussion about how people either love or hate glowfish. And now they're doing, the glowfish and glow sharks and glow barbs, glow angels.
Glow angelfish.
All right, we got a lot to cover, boys. Let's keep it going. So the next question is, I just mentioned you in the chat there, Adam. Frog Pussy wants to know how many of the Aquarion brand beta beads should I put in my 10-gallon aquarium?
Actually, so I was going to talk about this on the podcast. I've used those things. They're really good. I went into them fully expecting them to be shit.
What are we talking about?
I'll show you too, Jimmy. This is what it is right here. It is this product here. It is basically what you would do when you do like a Walter White tank, because you want like blue glass in the bottom of your aquarium.
But they're like plasticky, squishy balls.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. So I use these things.
They contain beneficial bacteria and enzymes. Add to maintain a healthy aquarium.
I don't think they contain any of that.
They're soft, biodegradable gravel, but they're like gel, rubbery. Yeah.
So how long do they last?
I actually did an experiment. They last damn near a year.
Really? So
yes.
Wait, they come in colors: pink, blue, purple.
And then here's the other thing. So I fully expected these things to be garbage and bullshit, and I was going to rant about them because I wasn't fond of Aquarion products, but I put them in the beta tanks that I have, and the betas love them. They were like playing in them, and I actually saw that the enrichment, now the beta's in with just a bare bottom vase, and I don't care if you don't like that it's in a bare bottom vase. It's been alive in there for
Hold on.
years.
I'm going to get pissy
fine.
now. I'm changing the pissiness here. I'm going to read the description of this. Beta beads. Aquarion's pure beta beads contain beneficial bacteria that help maintain a healthy environment in an unfiltered aquarium. The beneficial bacteria adds in maintaining a balanced environment, while enzymes break down organic sludge for better water clarity. These soft, biodegradable balls create a fun enrichment activity for betas while encouraging their natural foraging behavior. Watch your beta play in the beads like a fun ball pit as they dive in and out. Replace the beads monthly and remove uneaten food for optimal results. If beta beads shrink prematurely, this is a quick indicator that the water hardness is not optimal for your beta. We recommend changing the water with soft, deionized, or specifically filtered beta waters. Buy now.
I got kind of turned on just you talking like that. So, here, a quick question for you, Adam. I mean, I don't know the
Yeah.
consistency, or if they're sticky or whatever. Could I put... No.
No, here's what I'm
It's a
gonna do.
legitimate question I
I'm
have.
buying these bitches, and I'm gonna throw them against like yard signs and see if they stick.
There you go.
We're gonna drive around.
Are they like paintballs? No, I'm saying if you had a layer of these in a small tank, do you think like Zebra Daniel's egg scatterers, if they laid the eggs, do you think the eggs would fall into the pure betta beads and be protected from the fish?
I actually think they would.
I mean,
I thoroughly enjoyed them. I mean, they're like $8 for a baggie of them, so they're kind of expensive.
well, not if you only
But-
replace them once a month.
Dude, that's better than
Yeah,
me,
well, you don't even need to replace them once a month. Like, I literally had them in the tank for at least 6 months and then never had a problem. Did water changes. They were great. I would get those again and they're one of the top sellers. Like, I was actually impressed with an Aqueon product.
Excellent. So beta anal beads for Adam. I didn't expect that. We all expected that
Yeah.
to be a pissy one.
And when
All
he kept
right.
saying that he
No,
uses them,
I was
was
very
like,
impressed.
interesting stuff.
All right. Back to the thing. Also, Bones, I'm putting you on chat duty because I have to read over the actual Pissy Aquarist thread now. So please,
Bet.
if there's something worthwhile, bring it up.
Oh, that's my favorite one right there. How much duckweed should I add to my tank?
Yeah, how was that?
One thing. You'll have plenty tomorrow.
How's that, Adam?
One duckweed.
One
That's
duckweed.
all you need.
The one duckweed.
The one duckweed.
All right, next one. Rizal wants to know what are some things that PetSmart does right, Adam?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Wow.
Not at all.
They will offer you, they will get you, sometimes you can buy really quality animals really cheap because the people are stupid.
No, I will give them credit where credit's due. They bring in really great middle-aged hot moms. All right? And they do that well.
Yeah, they do.
They do that well.
You know, what confuses me a little bit, since my wife started buying geckos, is she's been buying them from PetSmart or Petco when she first started, but now she's buying all these high-end ones. But what was interesting is the amount of paperwork that you have to fill out to get a gecko. And here's my favorite thing. So she buys these 2 small geckos a year ago. The guy said you can only put 1 per tank. She goes, then why do you have 19 in your tank? And he sat there and he couldn't answer her. But then there was 5 or 6 pages that she had to fill out about how she was going to be a good gecko mom and whatnot. And she said, I can adopt a freaking baby cheaper than this and faster.
I would
I could probably get you a mostly white baby.
No, I don't.
if someone works for PetSmart or Petco and they have that form, I want you to submit that form. And next podcast, we're going to read that aloud. And I want us to all fill that out on how we're going to be a good a pet parent.
And then they also Adam, what you know this, PetSmart, or they only do what for the rodents? Is it all male or all female?
I think they do that for all their
and
mammal
birds
shit.
too.
Yeah.
Birds too?
Yeah, so they'll only have one sex or the other. But here's how you do it, guys. You go get the one sex at the one store, then you go down the road to the other one, and you get the other sex. And then, ta-da! Like, they don't think I'm going to drive 20 miles to get a pair of zebra finches? Dumbasses.
Well, and then that's not always foolproof because Petland and them will tell you that they're sending girls, and that's not what the they do.
Yeah.
Not a hamster, not a rat, nope.
Yeah, no, nothing is. I don't even buy shit from them. Like, if I want something, I go to a local swap, or I just get a hold of people that I know for the shit that I want.
There you go.
They're just a waste of. They shouldn't even exist.
Well, I mean, if you look at it in the last few years, the amount of livestock that they don't carry. I mean, it used to be you'd go in there and they'd have a lot of livestock, and now this is becoming a pet food store, basically.
And that's how they go out of business.
Yeah, I mean, it's like having a zoo with no animals in it, and people come to look at different animals. I mean, how are you going to sell that fish aquarium, or how are you going to sell that bird cage if you don't have a bunch of birds there or a bunch of fish there? And I've seen their aqua stuff get smaller and smaller and smaller over the last few years. And then you've got some people who are local who are kind of taking over that and selling a lot more, which is good for the small guy.
And a big box store that's in between the Petco, PetSmart realm can lose their live animals. If you miss enough of their animal walks, or you miss an order date or whatever, they dock you points and you get evaluated biannually. So they'll come in, and it's very common that people are like, my Petco lost their saltwater section. And that means like a manager in that building wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing, and the corporate entity just came and snatched them. Or like you'll see places missing reptiles or small birds, or sometimes they're only vending dry goods. But yeah, enough people complain and they miss the ball enough times, they lose their live animals.
Didn't they get it? Didn't they have one in? I know that they had a PetSmart where they literally got the entire live animal. It was like a live reptile order, and they just went and walked it out to the dumpster and threw the whole thing in the dumpster. And they got busted for it. Like, they were still in the boxes with the labels on them. And it's bullshit. You shouldn't be doing that either. Like, that gives us a bad name.
I have a video of a corporate box store employee dropping dry ice in the turtle tank, if you really want to get angry today.
Why?
This is not
Just
what we had in
because
mind
they
with the Pissy Aquarist, by the way. I just want to put that out. We didn't want actual anger, just facetious Adam anger.
Yeah.
So they did this to kill the turtles?
Thankfully, nobody was injured at this point in time. So I don't know if it was a small piece or what. But yeah, employee was terminated, but it was still something that happened, facilitated, whatever. But it's really insane, like the level of negligence that happens in that chain, right?
They probably hired him from Burger King, and this is the Burger King guy that was peeing in the oil.
All right, let's knock out more questions. Let's do speed round here. Adam, how much is the annual aquarium facility license in Minnesota?
There better not be an aquarium facility license in Minnesota. That ain't a thing.
Next one by the same person, OmniBeta. How many species of frogs does the DNR require a permit for selling in Minnesota?
Jesus Christ.
Another question by OmniBeta. How many feet in sections of lily pad can I remove before I need a permit from the state of Minnesota?
You just got to do that in the dark, people.
No shit. Like, it's only you're only in trouble if you get caught.
You're such a bitch. You're such a bitch.
Adam.
All right, next one. Frog Pussy wants to know, can I change my Aqueon filter cartridge every week? Why are my fish getting sick?
Because you have an Aqueon filter cartridge.
Because you have no bacteria in there.
Now we're doing some shotgun ones. The government banned the zoomed basking bulb, or zoom-ed basking bulbs, and Reddit said I can just use fluorescent white lights from Walmart. Why are my reptiles all slow and sluggish?
Because they have MBD. First of all, your goddamn problem is you're listening to Reddit. Reddit is just goddamn liberal propaganda bullshit with dipshits and dumbasses on it.
Adam.
I literally got rid of Reddit.
Adam, breathe in.
Yes?
Breathe in.
Okay.
In with the good air, out with the bad. You know,
this is what we came for.
You're talking about the bulbs and stuff. So my wife just switched all of her lizards out to the sunroom, and she thought, well, out in the sunroom they'll have plenty of natural sunlight and stuff, and she didn't turn the lights on right away. For 2 weeks we didn't get any eggs, and then she bought some new basking lights for those things, and now we're getting 15 eggs a freaking week.
There you go.
So if you don't think you know. It didn't work for the white lights from Walmart. Probably wouldn't work very well.
Bassett's Yarn wants to know, why do my gouramis make out all the time? Are they gay?
Yes, your gouramis are gay, and you are one step above incompetent.
There you go. An anonymous user wants to know why anal beads are superior biological media for an aquarium. Apparently, he didn't hear the one about Aqueon before this.
Think about all the bacteria up your butt. How about that?
Okay, bonus question, since that one was already answered. How many Aqueon beta beads can you fit in your ass?
Well, Robbie, you can try that because you tried it. I mean, how much air tube did you get up there one day?
All right, moving on. Panosha, I think that's how you say the name. If you use well, come on, guys. Can we do some better questions here?
How many snails do I have to add before I don't have to clean my tank?
That's from King of the Bog. There you go.
I love that one.
You know what? You need 4 MTSs and like 6 of those New Zealand and you'll never have to worry about anything again.
And the New Zealand
in your water.
Is that the scientific name? The New Zealand.
The New Zealand.
Those little New Zealand the snails that you were talking about.
There you go. How many YouTube videos do I need to make to seem legit as a fish tuber?
I don't know. Am I legit as a fish tuber?
You're not a fish tuber.
You're not a fish tuber.
We're podcast people.
12.
Baby. 12.
There you go.
Excellent. Next question by Omni Beta. Can I really boil rocks I grab from a perfectly good wild ecosystem?
Yes, you can boil them.
This is okay.
Here's what I've done and stuff. I put them in the oven. Seriously, it doesn't smell good. If there's any algae on the rocks, it doesn't smell good. But
so I think what Omni Beta is trying to do, because these are all like ironic questions.
Yeah.
Is if you do these, if you boil it, put in the oven, and they happen to be like a geo or have a small air pocket in them, they can explode.
yeah, don't put it in the microwave.
There, you actually learn something through these. Next one from Pinotia again, if I'm saying that name correctly. I just call him Pan when he comes in the chat. How many Plecos do I need to eat all the algae in my 10-gallon tank?
6.
6.
6 total Plecos.
Wait. Now, are we talking bristle noses or are we talking the big ones?
They just said Plecos. That's up to you.
So you need at least 6 of the regular standard plecos in a 10-gallon tank to keep it clean. And then they work really good if you have angelfish. In your breeding pairs of angelfish and discus. They work great with those.
In a 10-gallon tank.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
I put lots of algae eaters in there too.
Before we get an actual beginner Aquarist listening to this, don't do any of that. He's being a dick. All right, moving on. Dragon wants to know, what is his favorite Cory and why is it the longfin peppercorys?
Longfin pepper. Why the I like longfin peppercorys?
I don't even
Jesus
know
Christ.
if you care about that question.
They're one of the why don't I like it? Albino Aeneas Corys? Yeah, those are stupid too. You want the cool Corys like the Adolphi, the Brocus. What were those really cool ones I showed you? And Jim, I showed Jim these really cool ones at Forest Lake. And here's Jim. He goes, yeah, okay. And he just walks away like they were nothing. And they were like really cool and super rare and like $50 a piece because they're super rare. And Jim's just like, yeah.
Well, it's like I'm not paying $50 for a freaking Cory catfish.
But they're cool Corys that are rare. Salt and pepper Cory, everybody has those. I had those things breeding in almost toilet water. They're almost as bad as convicts.
I want to put this out. I had a conversation last night with Adam on the phone. I'm like, hey man, don't forget tomorrow's the podcast. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty excited. By the way, I'm gonna clean up my language. We're gonna do a professional podcast tomorrow. And I'm like, the f*** you are. He's like, why? Because Discord's preparing a bunch of questions for you. Damn it! And then we just moved on.
I just wonder when Adam and his wife go in for parent teachers conference, if that's ever brought up, like, I asked your child what 7 plus 8 was, and he said, F you, what's the matter? And we'd like to talk to you about that.
Actually, I'm not allowed to speak at parent teacher conferences. I'm not even allowed to go.
What? What? What?
6.
And for those of you who don't know, Adam's wife is a teacher.
What?
And she can't teach him to.
Is this for real? Did you get kicked out of parent-teacher conferences? Are you joking?
I'm not allowed to go.
That's hilarious.
And is this because a court order, or is this because your wife just doesn't want you there?
This is a court order.
My wife doesn't want me there.
That's a good call.
It kind of reminds me of Bert Kreschner.
Yeah, talking about double fisting a beer at the parent-teacher conference.
Yeah, he grabbed the Diet Coke, he thought, and then he opens up a freaking Coors Light or something.
It's just a beer. All right, next question. Notorious wants to know, I cleaned my aquarium last week and made sure to use bleach so it was extra clean. Why is my fish all die today?
Take the bleach out? Probably not.
Probably not, no. The bleach
works great.
I think bleach works great, but I think you have to do what is it, three
water changes.
3 water changes before it's out of there.
I did it with my last time I was trying to get rid of those damn trumpet snails. And I put in 2 cups of bleach in my 20-gallon tank. I never took the tank apart. I just drained it, filled it, drained it 3 times and stuff, and then watched the trumpet Malaysian snail population explode after that.
Did that even kill him?
No, it didn't kill him.
No.
Slowed him down for a bit.
Yeah, no. Next time what you need to do is you need to double the bleach and then not even put a water change. You need to be constantly smelling that bleach all the time. That's how you keep your tank clean.
Brought to you by the Pissy Aquarist.
Diesel wants to know, Adam, do I still need to clean my aquarium dildo when I take it out to use? What do I do if my fish named Fred got into territorial over my yellow one. This is theoretical, of course.
Theoretically, can fish even see the color yellow?
No.
Are fish?
I thought red was the one that they had problems with or something.
Red they can't see. I know they can't see red.
Yeah, every time I put my red net in there, they look at it and go, "Yeah, it's a net."
Isn't it red light that they have a problem with?
Red light they can't see.
Yeah, I don't know. That's more questions that I have zero idea of. Uwo wants to know how much rainbow gravel do I have to put in my tank before you notice?
Who did we talk to not that long ago that was doing that, where they'd go in there and just put in like one red piece in somebody's tank? Was it you?
Yeah.
And then they would dig it out with a forceps, and you'd come back the next day and do it again.
Just do a little pinch. Just do a little pinch of clown puke to your homie. So that's how you get it done. But you can only do it to like your homie that looks like really detailed and anal and has like a really nice scape. You can't do it to your homie that has kind of like a, I don't know, slightly jank tank or a blank tank. You got to do it to like something that he cares about. I can just feel Adam just
He's vibrating over there.
No, I'm calming.
You know, I like that. It said, "How much can I pay y'all to
trank Adam every time
the DNR is mentioned?" Last night we were watching. We were talking about drinking games. My wife and I were talking about drinking games, and we were watching Antiques Roadshow, and so we started drinking to the word "wow." We made it. We made it 45 minutes before I had to. Yeah, 45 minutes, and it was like 6 beers. I had to quit. I was hammered. But this one gal said "wow" about 6 times. I'm going, who in the hell came up with this idea?
Wow. How much?
I like the Antiques Roadshow.
Oh yes.
Oh, here's one from Uwu. How much copper do you use to treat a pair of seahorses?
Can you
Asshole. yes. Put copper in the seahorse tank.
Can you do that?
Yeah. How much do you use to treat them? You know.
And what year penny would you throw in?
Give us 2 cents on that.
Make sure to use the weight pennies.
Yes. Only the best. And if you have those rare San Francisco 1922 pennies that are worth thousands of dollars, throw them in the tank too.
Now,
if I ever find that, I know what it looks like. If I ever find him, I'm gonna castrate him, feed himself his balls, and then I'm gonna.
wow, we're cutting that shit. If you want to listen to what he just said, please go on Discord, become a subscriber. $2.99 will get you what he just said right there. Now,
I would pay $2.99 not to hear that again.
Right? For those that don't know, copper is completely lethal to seahorses, and Adam had a customer go to his store with his breeding pair of seahorses.
No, he wasn't a customer. He didn't buy anything. He just killed my seahorses.
He had a non-patron go into his business and get mad because he wouldn't sell him seahorses. So that's how it goes.
You don't sell You don't sell pregnant seahorses. Horrible, you know what I mean? I'm
money.
Being smart.
Yeah. How many arowana do I need until I have enough testosterone for a giant around me?
4.
Thank you, Bones.
4. As long as they're over 8 inches, if you know.
Thank you.
So wait, what kind of arowana are we talking about? Are we talking about the South American ones? Or are we talking about the actual ones the really nice ones?
The Asians.
Well, I'm just trying to pick up some tea, Adam. So if you want to break it down by like, does an Asian count for more testosterone than a Jardini, or like, do I just have to go with the straight black arrows and hope for the best?
Well, so first of all, straight black arowanas are kind of nice because you don't see those very often.
kind of nice.
Usually they curve to the left.
Which gives you more teeth.
So like silver arowana is douchebag, and then you go to blacks, which is like I'm showing off, and I have a little bit of they're not really expensive anymore, but they used to be, you know. And then if you go to Asian arowanas, then I'm gonna give you like King Dick Waving Championship. You get a medal for that shit.
So
technically you're not supposed to have those.
Adam, what would I get?
Oh.
Adam, what would I get as a prize for having a silver arowana that's been dyed blue? Have you seen those? Have you seen them?
The blue.
No, what do they look like?
They have a faint blue to them, and they sell them red and they sell them blue. They're silver arowanas that have been Easter egg dyed, basically. So do I get a prize for that? For being being cool? Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
You get my friendship.
All right, next question. I'm going to modify this one by Uwu. Instead, I'm going to ask, what is your most favorite and least favorite glowfish color? Now, I got to read the list of colors for you so you get what's going down. There is Starfire Red, Cosmic Blue, Electric Green, Sunburst Orange, Galactic Purple, and Moonrise Pink.
Pink, well, blue is probably... Didn't they have yellow ones?
That is the Sunburst Orange is the yellow ones.
The yellow ones always look like shit. Like, I am not a big fan of the glowfish, but the yellow ones always look like shit. Like, they're kind of growing on me a little bit now that I'm starting to see them with angelfish and shit. And then one of us bred them with koi angel. Didn't he breed them? Yeah. So there aren't like
Redacted.
Redacted.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I know somebody who bred them.
There you go. Well, the name will be bleeped. Don't you worry.
There's a bunch of things that need to be bleeped on this.
Yeah, that poor editor's getting tonight.
Do I need to give him extra money?
Yes. Please.
So what's the most popular? Starfire? Dan, you sell them.
I'm betting
Oh, the electric
red is-
green by far.
The green's the best seller?
Green by far.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can see that color. I'm assuming
Not if you know the
purple is
fish,
probably
because
one of the
you can't
lowest.
tell colors, right?
My favorite's the purple. I think the purple look cool because when they look old, they're like, I don't know, it's like a cool velvety curmudgeon-y purple. And when they're new, they kind of got that still a glow look to them. Like they change shades. It's so much fun. You ask like, what is that? It's cancer. When it's old.
It's not cancer. It's
Now,
CRISPR.
has anybody found out if the glowfish live a little less than a regular one?
They've done some research on it, and on average, they live about the same. It's kind of odd.
Okay.
Yeah. Now,
And see, that is like genetically. You know, what really pissed me off before was when they would catch them all and they dye inject them.
now
That shit pissed
Oh,
me off.
That's why I like
the
glowfish.
fruit
because
tetras.
since they hit
No,
the
the
market.
painted tetras. The painted glass tetras.
They have painted glass tetras, and then they took the white
Indian.
tetras.
Yeah, they're the Indian humphead tetras, and then they juice them.
they inject
Yep.
them.
But
yeah.
no, they used to have the white skirt tetras. They called them fruit tetras. And
Those are
were
dipped.
Those were just put in a big vat for weeks on end until they absorbed it, and then they would slowly go back to white in your tank.
They stopped doing the absorption and they just do dipping. So it's just a hard acid dip, and whatever lives. I shit you not. It's awful.
God,
But
That's some
that was
Terminator shit.
I hated that. I would never bring those in. Jim would go and he'd like, "You want those?" Nope. I would never buy them. And then he goes and he'd be like, "All the other stores sell the shit out of them," and I'm like, "I don't care." But like painted glass fish, the ones that were dye injected, I brought those in a few times, but I found that they did a little better if you kept them with brackish.
Jimmy and I
They would- they
were
would-
The
get the
painted
problem.
glassfish were actually hand painted with a stripe of blue or green or red on top. They actually, I've seen videos of that.
Jimmy and I were
Wait,
blown
I
away.
thought they injected it in
They
back.
no, they have ones that they do inject, and they have ones that they actually paint.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and the paint lasts about 2-3 months and it
Yeah.
falls off.
The ones that
So
are
why
injected
haven't
last
we-
a lot longer.
Okay, why haven't they put those glassfish with the glow gene in them?
Again, it's just they use species that are really easy to propagate and that are hardy.
Yeah.
Indian glassfish aren't that
That are cheap, too.
Aren't that easy to propagate? They're not that cheap. It's like white skirts. People don't know this. They're still like 10 cents. Like it's insane.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy 100 of them for $39, 39 cents a piece. But then you turn that into a glowfish, and what are they, even wholesale, they're what, $4,
You're paying
$5
at the
wholesale?
store like $13-15 for them.
Right.
Yeah. Next one, I bleach. Oh, I cleaned my aquarium. This is the guy that had the bleach. I bleached the fish too. I wanted to make sure they weren't sick. I did not do that. Okay, I'm not acknowledging it. I'm just laughing. Next one. Ooh, how
I'm
often?
gonna have an aneurysm.
How often should
He's
I?
going to have...
Should I change the sponge in my scorpion enclosure? It's starting to turn black and it smells bad.
Your sponge.
Why do you have a sponge in the scorpion enclosure?
I don't know. Watering?
Is
I
that
don't
for
know.
watering?
No, you give him a shallow dish.
Oh well, maybe that's why.
Maybe
he's
somebody's
doing it wrong.
Maybe somebody's birth control sponge thing.
Ooh.
Yeah, obviously.
So
No,
don't-
wait, what kind of scorpion?
No, it doesn't say.
A scorpion.
It just says a scorpion.
A scorpion.
When I lived in
Because
my...
like I've had the really cool ones. Like I have true emperor scorpions right now, and then I am trying to find the true death stalkers again.
Oh,
I have Hottentotta if you're interested. Hottentotta, or however you say it.
Is that the true death stalkers that'll kill you in like 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Sweet! I want some of those.
yeah. Put it in Adam's shoe. That's where you find them.
Way, yeah, all y'all. I got Adam on some scorpions. I got Jimmy on some frogs. I'll take it.
I'm gonna insert a couple words here to fix this for Notorious. How many baby stingrays should I feed my Wells catfish per week? It doesn't matter if it's cheap or expensive. I just want my best for my Sir Gorge-a-lot.
Gorgeous.
6 to 8.
6 to 8 a week.
6 to 8 a week.
Oh wait.
All right.
Now wait, aren't Wells catfish illegal?
Yeah, that's the word I put just to make the joke funnier. He just put catfish, but you got to put like a big catfish to make that joke.
Because
How about a red-tailed cat?
You might have to edit this. I've heard that there are Wells catfish in the U.S., but I've never seen them.
Oh, they are. There are for sure.
But I thought that they were like blanket illegal across the entire U.S.
They're federally illegal.
There are a lot of other things that are here.
Wells,
yes,
I'm not editing this out. Wells catfish are federally illegal across the U.S., and you can look up news articles of people getting hit all the time that import them in. Yep.
You should just call ICE if they're there.
Yeah, because they're looking for 3,000 illegal immigrants a day. They can get some catfish in there, you know.
Timestamp.
The true
Timestamp.
arowanas. What was that, Robs?
Oh, Dan said timestamp because that's relevant to the political news of the day.
Oh. Now, true Asian arowanas, you almost never hear of people having those.
Oh no, that's the same thing. You hear it all the time.
California's full of.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
So I can get.
I know
pair of
people
them.
that have them.
Well, I know people that have them too, but I was just trying to not out the people. Do you and I both know the same people?
I mean, maybe.
Okay.
I know somebody's got Bigfoot in their backyard.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Diesel is, if the guy who killed your seahorses has a charity that saved impoverished kids with cancer, would you still want to wish him ill?
Yes.
If the answer is yes, are you saying that impoverished kids...
And second of all, you, I'm legal. I was born in this goddamn country.
That doesn't matter.
So I'm legal. I'm not going back.
Hold on.
Doesn't matter.
If the answer is yes, are you saying impoverished kids with cancer are less important than your seahorses?
Yes.
Okay.
That deserves to die.
Next comment. The baby seahorses had cancer. All 500 of them.
Don't care. Asshole.
What's the over/under on the kids or seahorses with cancer?
3 to 2.
Okay. Guys, this has been great. I really do enjoy this Pissy Aquarist. We hope that this actually will be a little mini podcast that we can do more often and actually make its own little podcast. So if everything goes correctly, we'll spin up a podcast where Adam has his own little show. He can pull up news articles of what's going on in the world of pets and clearly give his completely biased and outrageous opinions in a more consumable and small short-form fashion. So if you are interested, please keep an eye out where podcasts are consumed. Spotify, iTunes,
The bathroom wall.
Amazon, wherever they're going to be posted. And keep an eye out here because we'll announce it here first.
We have somebody that listens to Deep Fried and this one at the same time. That's pretty good.
That's scary. All right, now before we end the podcast, we do have to go over emails.
The last time we went over emails, you started from like 1972 or some goddamn.
It
was like 6
as
years
bad.
old.
It ain't as bad. All right, this one's a bit rough. Sup, boys? I was hoping you knew what might be going on with my Ember Tetras. There's a dark reddish-brown streak appearing on one or two of them. I have about 24. It begins on the gill plate and ends roughly above the anal fin area. It appears to be local deep within the vascular area, but does not be superficial like a red streak or septicemia. I first noticed about 2 weeks ago. The fish are acting fine. I treated with Prazipro. Yesterday, I retreated with another dose of Prazipro. Gill plates seem to be pinkish, and the fish is now lethargic and breathing slightly heavier than normal. I'm going to go a little further. Other than Prazipro doesn't seem to be doing a damn thing. My water parameters are ammonia are 0, nitrate 0, nitrate 20 ppm, so it looks like we're keeping up with normal water changes. Temperature is kept at 78. School is 24 to 26 ember tetras. Species only tank with neorites and godforsaken motherfucking MTS and asshole pond snails. I have had these fish roughly 6 months with 0 signs of the disease other than some very mild fin rot, which I treated in quarantine with Canaplex before moving to this tank. Thanks, KP.
Can I see a picture of it?
Absolutely. I'm trying to get the copy here.
It's too late now. They're all dead. What have they got? Gill fluke?
I'm going to post it right into the live podcast chat right now for everyone.
What do you think, Dan? Gill flukes?
That picture there looks kind of fine.
Maybe I'm retarded, but these look fine.
Yeah, I don't
These look fine. That's nothing wrong with them.
Anything wrong other than they probably grew out and you can see a part of their gill?
They're called ember tetras because they glow. Like
help, guys! I bought
looks
these.
like the normal color on them when they get bigger.
Help, guys! I bought these fish, and they just seem to have this red and blue line, and I don't know. I've been putting medication in the tank. I don't know what's going on, man. You got neon tetras, but no, they shouldn't have red and blue.
You maybe have cardinal tetras.
I don't know. They seem completely healthy to me, but I think the behavior tokens and what you're seeing is probably
could they be near breeding age, possibly?
Something. That end, I would keep the light off. It looks like you have those things under a fluorescent light that can only be described as what Adam was starting to use once they took away his zoom headlights.
Oh, the Walmart one?
That I got a whole shit ton. I bought boxes of the I went and I asked all my friends and I bought boxes of them, and I'm gonna gladly put them on there. And then every one of these Fruit Loop ass hats that was like, oh, they're destroying the environment. I'm gonna watch every single one of them burn, and I'm gonna laugh with glee. Don't take my goddamn lights away.
I don't know. And also, you said fin rot. So I look at the fins, and these fins are picture perfect. So I don't know if you just took care of it or what, but I wish you the best. I see nothing wrong. Check
the
behavior.
The fin nipping could be breeding behavior.
I would also keep the light off. Those pictures are so bright, my dude.
Hey, you guys, I was walking by my dick biter cage the other day, and it bit me in the dick. Something wrong with him?
There's something wrong with the dick biter? No, but honestly, behavior, especially when you see your fish hyperventilating or stressed out. Tetras stress themselves out during a lot of different things, and when you walk by, when the light is there, when you're there, when a fly farts in a corner, they'll stress out. So I don't know. I just wish I had more for you, but what you sent us looks to be decently healthy. Ember tetras.
Throw some live plants in there and watch them color up even more.
And the plants in the background look good too. The temperature, the water tests, everything you provided us tell us that you're doing the right thing. So I'd stop medicating and just YOLO it. They're cheap fish. Next one. V wants to know, hey guys, the name I will use in this email is Venus.
Ooh.
Okay, I just said V just to try to make it anonymous, but clearly I was doing a good one. I am 24 years old in Northern Carolinian who officially filled up my aquarium as of water as today.
I feel like we're being catfish right now.
I am creating a 29-gallon community tank. It will be fully planted with around 21 plants. My last aquarium belonged to my mom back in 2006. Just like my other Southerners, my real experience with aquariums with local Walmarts. I enjoyed you guys getting into the aquarium build-outs from Walmart. I always was curious how those things went. One of the big things I wanted to reach out to you guys with a couple questions is my community tank. I plan to have 6 Kuliloches, 6 neon tetras, and a male beta. Curious if you guys think that these are good beginner community fish. I like shrimp. Betas, notorious for eating shrimp. So, yeah, everything you listed there, Coolie Loaches, Neon Tetras, Betas, all fine. Shrimp are going to be snacks, and you already listed that. Lastly, I would love... Oh, go ahead.
The Coolie Loaches probably would be better in a slightly brackish tank, if not completely brackish.
I think Dan can speak better to this because he gets them in more often. The banded Coolie Loaches years ago used to be terrible sensitive. Now the shits that I'm seeing that like D's Fish Co. get in are much hardier than they used to be. I saw a bunch of banded in the store not too long ago. How are they doing the more recent stock?
I mean, everything we kind of run with like 3 parts per thousand at the least. So, especially loaches, give them salt.
Yeah, if you want to see your Coolie Loaches, if you want to see your 6 Coolie Loaches, you should get 40 of them.
Yep.
Because they bury themselves in the gravel and you never see them.
Ta-da!
Oh, yeah.
I also would love to hear a podcast dedicated to Coolie Loaches and different types of loaches because I think they're charming little water puppy noodle snakes.
Water puppy noodle snakes.
The episode dedicated
like
to beta fighting was very informative and interesting. Thanks, guys, for being companions along for the long car rides. I think your plan is great. I think that it's the definition of a great starting community fish tank. And you want an update on the Walmart build-outs that we talked about. So there was 2 Walmart units that we purchased for D's Fish Co. I found them online, got them into the store. You guys got one of them set up and running, and the other one you really don't have the space for, and you guys are trying to sell at the moment, I think.
Well.
So if you guys are in the Minnesota or North Dakota area, and you would like a piece of history and you would like a Walmart unit, please reach out to D's Fish Co. DeezFisco. You can find them on Google, otherwise their website, deesfish.co. And they will happily sell you that Walmart unit for a steal of a price.
Even if you don't want to put water in it, it would make a really good storm shelter because it's so heavy that you could just crawl underneath it and be fine during a tornado, hurricane.
Yeah, discount for losing your testicles for lifting it.
My favorite design that they did on that is they made the thing as heavy as possible without water, and then they put it on 4 little tiny feet that just you kind of wonder how just our friends that owned the other ones and stuff, it pushed through the floor after about a year through the wooden floor.
100%.
So if you're gonna buy it, put it on cement if you can.
All right, next one is from Potato. I just got my fish tank yesterday and it's cycling. I need tips for my tank, maybe decor, just regular tips. Thank you. And Potato, thank you for not giving us a paragraph of every tiny detail of your aquarium and just sending us a damn picture. We posted it in Discord, and to describe it, it's just nice blend of what we can see is a pea-sized gravel. You got, looks like at least 1 Anubis, and maybe 2 Anubis, and then 1 other plant. A nice little rock cave in the back. I see a small heater. This looks to be about a 10-gallon tank. You have the correct form of thermometer. That's actually a glass thermometer and not those stupid stick-on ones, even though they're better nowadays. You have a hang-on-the-back filter that's running. You just need to fill up your tank all the way.
And we see your reflection in the glass, and why aren't you wearing pants?
Why are you nude?
Yeah, why are you standing there naked?
That's not appropriate. So, Potato, I don't know what you need for tips. Looks like you're doing everything correct. I definitely let that tank cycle. If you're looking for some media, use like a stress zyme for the biological bacteria to get it kicked off. Wait your time, and then go to your local fish store to pick out something. I like to go to a local fish store and get inspired by what they get in on the random, rather than me having a plan and then trying to order something that may not look good.
And if you've got a good local pet store like we do here in town, they might even squeeze a little bacteria out of one of their sponge filters for you to take home and put in your filter, and that would really kickstart it. Mm-hmm. I find that works. I mean, the stress zyme
works better than anything.
Yeah, I mean, if you have somebody who has an aquarium, the last thing people want to do is put in poopy caca water and stuff, but that's the best thing you can do is throw that in there.
Put in the poopy caca water.
Yep, and let it go in there, and it will kickstart it, and you'll be just fine.
I got a couple other simple ones where People just said, "Hey, doing a great job." I got another one, from other countries saying, "Returning hobbyist, thank you for getting the insightful guests and do what you do." We get a lot of different feedback on the email. We do read everything, and we save those emails. That's a slower. We literally don't get response because we read all the emails to put on to the podcast. So if you want a live feedback, go to Discord, message. We have people on here 24 hours a day answering questions 7 days a week from all over the globe. We have direct answers for you very quickly. But if you want something written on the podcast, please send it in to the email aquariumguyspodcast@gmail.com.
And we do save all the emails in case some of you are going to track us down and kill us, so we can come after you.
Thanks for that addition.
Adam, bring it.
Okay, I do have one that I don't know if I read. I'm pretty sure. I'll just read his first name. Simon says, "The number of tanks I have slowly racking up. My question is, what's the point? Is it cheaper to buy a linear piston pump? Considering the cost of PVC pump, which every one mentions, but also the cost of buying Tetra whispers at one point, or one large pump, which to say is better of running 7 or running 1. I'm a big sponge filter guy. I have 2 display tanks that have appropriate size hang in the back filters, as well as a sponge filter, and my basement guppy meth lab is all sponge filter as well. I'm sorry I'm ranting. More than Adam bitching about the government. I don't know. There's a whole dichotomy of the sentences breaking up here. But what I did is I just messaged the guy. I was stupid. I was like, "Hey, call me," and talked to him on the phone. And he showed me a little tour of what was going on in his basement, and gave him a link to the was it Aqua Miracle on Amazon for a linear piston pump. Showed him how to do a ring. The whole deal there, and hopefully that saved him quite a bit of money. He was just trying to balance out what good pump to use, how to get it installed, and if it's better than just buying a bunch of whisper pumps.
I think once you get past 6 tanks, you should go to something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the rule of thumb. And it's not even 6 tanks. It's, what is it? After you go past, was it 8 taps? He even asked, what's a tap? A tap is a line with bubbles. So if you have 2 bubble lines in one aquarium, that's 2 taps for that one aquarium.
Yeah, and if you go and read the specs on these things, they'll tell you how many taps they'll do. But also, you got to realize, if you are running very deep tanks, you need a heavier pump because they won't push the air down to the bottom.
Yeah, make sure everything's airtight, too. If you have any air leaks in that, it's just going to come out. So make sure that you don't have a sponge filter sitting up at the surface or a line disconnected somewhere.
And you'll get to the point where you know the tone of that pump. And if that pump starts whining too high, you've got too much pressure and you need to bleed a little off. And that's just something you kind of learn by your doing it. But you don't want a tremendous amount of back pressure on that thing because it will kind of burn itself early off in life. It won't last quite as long.
Mm-hmm. All right. Question just come up. How do you run 2 taps on one pump? Again, you need a splitter. So if you have a small pump, for instance, you buy those cheap whisper pumps that have two taps. You don't have to have a splitter. You just connect your cords. If you want to have 4 taps and they only have two lines off of the whisper pump, you get a splitter for 1 for each line. Then you have 4 taps, 2 for each exit on the whisper pump.
Yeah,
those linear ones, they'll come with, if you don't want to use PVC and you don't want to get those actual what do you call those?
Tap and die.
Tap and die.
To drill into
them. Regulators. Then you can just use. They come with nearly a 10-piece splitter, and they come with 10 taps right off the get-go.
Yeah, if you're
the
running
smallest flavor.
If you're running a whisper that has 2 outlets and stuff, you can buy a 5-way gang valve and put 1 on each side of it, and then you'll have 5 taps on that. So it all depends on what you want to do.
All right, we're at the end of the podcast, so if you want to hear the end of this, please be a subscriber on either Patreon or Discord for $2.99 a month. Thank you for listening.
And if you listen very carefully at the end, you can hear Adam's heart explode.
Thank you for listening to the Aquarium Guys. If you enjoyed what you're hearing, be sure to engage with our Discord community and find us on all of your favorite platforms like iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, and not YouTube.
Because YouTube. Like and subscribe so you don't miss great content like this. Have you ever seen a Buenos Aires with, like, I don't know, a dick-sized turd? That's right.
Wow.
There. That's what happens when they eat the plant. Anyways, what do you got going on, Jimmy?
Retards.
And I have a giant dick, Adam.
You need 4 MTSs and like 6 of those New Zealand and you'll never have to worry about anything again.
And the New Zealand
in your water.
Is that the scientific name? The New Zealand?
the New Zealand
those little New Zealand the snails that you were talking about?
So are you saying impoverished kids with cancer are less important than your seahorses?
Yes.
Okay.
That deserves to die.